Welcome everybody to, turn my car off. Welcome everybody to Official.Chill. This is day one of the podcast. Today has been quite the day, to say the least. Yesterday as well. I'm gonna go into yesterday first. So I haven't posted on YouTube the last couple of days, and the reason for that is because I went to go to Target, and when I went to Target, I was trying on clothes because I'm getting ready to fly to Texas for a conference meeting, and in May I am. Then while I was there, I was trying on these slippers that I am gonna buy pretty soon. Didn't buy them yet. I wanted to feel how comfortable they were. I'm all about comfort. But yeah, trying on everything. I thought that I put my phone at the top, but my phone was not at the top. It was gone. And it was sad because I went back there to check. It wasn't there. I had the lady help me. Wasn't there. And yeah, the phone was gone. So it was like, no phone. And I just went to T-Mobile. I bought a brand new phone. Now I currently have the iPhone 14. And this phone is decent. But one thing about T-Mobile is you have to be careful when it comes to buying stuff with them, because they always say it's a certain price then and there. Then what they do is they add on, oh, by the way, you have to pay off every month. So this is another bill that I have, and I'm all about limiting my liabilities. So as little liabilities as I can have, so be it. And before I go any further, I want to shout out to G-Shock. Got this watch some years ago. This is a very good watch. I highly recommend that you go and buy this watch, G-Shock. T-Mobile, it's just, they'll tell you, hey, we have this deal. The phone costs this much. But they won't tell you that there's also additional bills that are going to be placed within the next 2 to 3 years. So for people that are looking for a new phone, I would definitely say, like, if you are looking to buy a new phone, do not go to Apple. Although T-Mobile still charges you per month, Apple is always persistent about getting out the most newest phones. Like, from what I've seen, they want to get out the newest phones to everybody. The service can be bad sometimes. Like, it's a lot of money picking there. You know, that's a multi-billion-dollar company, so you have to be considerate about the fact that everything they're doing essentially is for money. They're not really thinking about the consumer at all. They're not thinking about it. So understanding your different options plays a big part on, like, extending your money, extending your investments, extending the things that actually make sense to extend. Like, for instance, you understand that you have a phone bill right now, but you have friends, you just got paid $500 for the week, and you have friends that want to go out, your phone bill is $80, that's $420, all right? But you have to think about things like, what bill do I have next? You know, how am I going to take care of this bill This bill is very important. And when I pay this bill off, I have extra money to decide whether or not I want to invest, whether or not I want to go out and do something, or whether or not this is my time to take to myself, be in the house, relax, watch a movie, let my money work for me. I always teach wealth management, and I definitely always recommend that, like, what you do with your money is, like, put it away. Because the habit of spending for some people can get really out of hand. I have become very self-disciplined to tell myself no, and I'll say no. Like, you have to learn how to say no. You learn how to say no, it makes life a lot easier. Life gets a lot easier. There's not much that you're really worried about. You're just simply living a better life because you have developed purity. The word no is pure. I believe that too many people have a misconception of the word no. Well, my family tells me no all the time. People give me advice that rejects my decision. I get a lot of constructive criticism, but it's part of the reason how I've become so successful in such a short time, because my ears are open to that. I mean, my grandfather always told me that you need to be able to accept constructive criticism because there are people out there that are better than you. And what I mean by that is, like, not that they're like the most like best people in the world. I mean, these people have done stuff that you're trying to do and have been on this earth 20 more years than you, or 30 more. Like, you have to be aware. And the same, yesterday I went, and this is kind of bouncing around a little bit, but this is just to give you a gist of, like, the age doesn't matter. Yesterday I went to a Turkish prayer facility where I got invited again to go on Saturdays. And I simply walked up. I said, "Hey, is this for everybody?" She said yes. So then I walked in the building. I seen they have festivities. And this is how you receive respect from people too, because too many times somebody just wants to beat somebody on the head with some advice, but they don't want to actually respect the person for what they have to say. That is called civilization. When you respect the person for what they say, that is civilization. If you're able to be open to the things that they're saying, you are being civilized. That is civilization. So in terms of that, that comes with time, though. See, for me, the way I talk about it, and I might have like jumped around again, but the way I talk about civilization and how I am civilized is due to me growing up with a bunch of different cultures of people. I mean, from living in the home with people that were white, and also moving to Texas to be around Mexican people, and dating Puerto Rican. Like, my first girlfriend, she was Puerto Rican. And like, from there, like, she was Puerto Rican and black, but from that, like, experiencing those different cultures, like my Mexican friends, like, the family structure with Mexican people is so powerful. I mean, they know family no matter what. Through all the places I have worked, if they are there, they are quick to give. That is something that they have mastered in their bloodline. African people. I've worked around African people, and I will say, from my own experience, some African people can be way too aggressive for no reason. I mean, I was on the phone with my mother, and I was having a conversation with her about, like, how this guy is being a weirdo, and he wouldn't leave me alone at work. I was taking my YouTube videos and the stuff that I post on my construction page, and the guy's hollering in the background, Like, he won't leave me alone. He's always talking about how he doesn't want anything from me. And like, I called my mom. I'm like, hey, this is a problem. I have this guy who's always being aggressive. Like, he won't leave me alone. I don't know why he has a problem with me. And then, like, he shows me his daughter and his son. So I said, hey, like, your daughter, like, is she married? You know, I asked him because, like, she was very beautiful. He said she was a lawyer, so she had a lot going for her. So I said, hey, maybe we can go on a date or something. You know, we can sit down and we can relax together. And now he goes, she's married. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Because I respect people. So if you say something to me and you're uncomfortable or something, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's fine, and then I step back. Like, I don't go and keep going. Like, that's not right. That's wrong. So, but yeah, like, we're there, and then it's time to leave to get in the truck. This guy pushes my leg, and like, I told him not to push my leg. And then he told me to shut up. I said, I'm not going to shut up. And then from there, I was getting ready to step out the car because I do martial arts and I also box. So I was like, okay. Because they teach you in martial arts to not be you're not the attacker. You are the one that surrenders first. Then you defend yourself. And that's how martial arts is. That's the whole key to martial arts. The screen got a little bit dark, but let me take the charger out. Yeah, that's the key to martial arts. And it builds discipline and self-control is what he said. I will be attending more classes. But as of for right now, I'm currently full-time entrepreneur. Also, I'm at the library right now because I'm getting ready to get my life insurance life insurance. It's a little blurry. I don't know why it's so blurry. Maybe I should sit up a little bit. Yeah, maybe I'll sit up a little. But I'm getting ready to get my life insurance. I'm getting ready to become a life insurance agent. So therefore, like, my life is getting ready to be at home finally. But I have until the 22nd of this month to get the insurance, or to get the license, take the test, pay for the test. And then when I pass, I'm with the company already. And from there, I get people to sign up, sales, and then everything from there. Life is full of abundance. And that transition from going from construction. I've done construction since I was 19. I'm 22 years old right now, so it's been 3 years of construction. I went to the UA. I've talked about that on my Instagram, but I went to the UA headquarters at 20 years old. I believe it was 20 years old. I got selected by my foreman. I'm not going to disclose her name, but I got selected by my foreman. And from there, I did film. So I filmed, and the filming was it was very interesting because I had to remember all my lines, and it happened, and it was good. Like, honestly, they gave me free food. They gave me the opportunity to really practice a lot. I had free drinks, water, juice. After that, I went to the mall to go shopping because that was a really good day. I'm like, I just filmed at the UA headquarters at 20 years old. Life was full of abundance. I still talk about it because, you know, it's my story. So you need to actually understand who I am. I've talked about it multiple times, but in order to give you a better understanding, I'll talk about it more. But yeah, I've come from a lot. My life has not always been easy. And I'm sure people watching this now, your life is not always easy either. But I have learned throughout the process of growth and like patience and just time that time is valuable. Time is valuable, period. And when you start to see that time is actually valuable, the amount of things that like make sense to you is a lot more different. And what I mean by that is you look at stuff very simply. When life is looked at simply, everything gets better in your life. Everything. There's so much growth because everything is simple. It's very simple. It's very normal. It's very natural. It's very relaxed. Your life is very abundant. I mean, and I tell people all the time, I didn't talk about it that early in this video, but I tell people all the time to put God first. When you put God first, your life is forever abundant. There is no other way to go about life but with God. I mean, I've talked to atheists. I've come across people that are racist. I have been slammed by the police. So I'm recording on this phone, but this is the phone that I got slammed by the police. This is an iPhone 14 Pro Max. And, you know, it was a rough time. I mean, I was going to visit my friend. It was a bad night, and like just the police were reckless. So the amount of things that one person has been through and the amount of things that I have been through are very, to someone like that's normal, like the mental health aspect, they should already be gone. Like they should have murdered themselves or they should have killed themselves. But for me, what through all that process has been keeping me going is definitely God first. And the title most likely is going to be something involving God, because I see that that's what a lot of people want to see. You know, a lot of people are very interested in hearing about God and God's word. And that has been what the most views have came from. And they will continue to come from the conversations I have about God, because I am constantly studying. I'm constantly reading the Bible. I'm making sure I know about the economy. I mean, there's different stuff that I would like to do in this world, but it takes time, and it takes one person to tell another person and another person and another person about the message that's being spread right now. Because everything that I'm doing has a purpose. So if I'm not able to get to somebody really quickly, it's due to me actually focusing on some stuff that's going to change the world. So I'm very intentional and purposeful about every single step that's being taken. There's no reason for me to stop moving forward. And it's the same for you. There's no reason for you to stop moving forward. And I love telling people that. I love talking to people. I love having conversations with them, sitting down, understanding that, you know, where they come from and, you know, what's going on, the timing of everything, you know, how you see this, the envisioning different things. I mean, these type of conversations are very fulfilling to me because my time is my own now, but at the same time, I still love knowledge, and with knowledge comes wisdom. So I know what to do and what not to do. Like, one of the biggest problems has been with being very successful is understanding that the caliber of a person that I am is not this low. It's very high. So therefore, like, sometimes I'm not stooping low, but I'm just trying to understand a person of low class. And it's difficult sometimes to understand a person of low class, because the problems that a lot of them have is money, or it's like sociology or psychology. Those ones are a little bit easier to maneuver with. But when money gets involved, that conversation brings a lot of different emotions from the person. So a lot of the times when that happens, I really try to get distant, because it's getting to a point for me that like so much money is coming in that there's no worry at all. Like I'm very, I wouldn't say careless, but I'm very relaxed. I'm at peace. My family is being taken care of. My finances are continuously growing. My bills are getting paid, and everything is being prosperous in every way. Like, that's why I make it so intentional to go to church and actually pay my tithes and be a part of the congregation, because by me serving at church, my life has been fully abundant. Everything that the preacher is preaching, I continue to do, and I see the results, and the results will be there for you too if you do the same thing. I promise. I tell everybody the same thing when I have these conversations with people, because I'm actually getting ready to go to college and get my degree in business financing. And like, the goal is to become an alumni while I'm in college, due to me helping people, running fundraisers, my business, partnering with people there, going to numerous events. And then from there, I'm thinking about transitioning to another college, because it is the top business college in the world. So the amount of set apartness that I have like been focused on and have put myself towards is out of this world. And every time I talk with other powerful people, they always tell me, like, you just have to look forward and not worry about any other people around you. And that level of confidence is second to none for me now, because I'm like, you're right. I'm very successful. I do the things I believe that I need. I do everything to help other people. And I do not, I have told myself, I refuse to not walk in the will of God for my life. I said, I refuse. I said, if I still get punished by the world, that's fine. If people still hate me, that is fine. It's not about my happiness, but I am happy. That is what I tell people to think about. Like, it's not about your happiness, but you are happy. So when you're happy, you understand that God is with you with everything. He will never stop. He is completely with you. It takes time to understand that, though. You know, like, when you're coming from a life, like for me, for instance, when you're coming from a life of I just see who's over there. I thought I seen somebody, but when you're coming from a life of abuse, racism, slander, we'll say, the generational curses and betrayal, I mean, it can really do something to a person. And I do understand that some people, you know, they're trying their hardest to live very righteously, but like, you have to try your hardest to be living for God first. I tell people this so much, because it's like, I don't believe that anybody will ever really like understand from a mental aspect like how I feel, but like stuff like that, if you feel that way about yourself, if it's like, hey, like, you know, I feel like no person can really know who I am, like, I'm just here for real, that is when you pray. I keep saying I tell, because I'm constantly helping people, like, all the time. I would always look at my age, like, to be this young. I started saying that throughout the years, but now I have embraced it. Like, yes, I am this young, and yes, I am very successful, and yes, I am helping people along the way. And that's the way I believe that people need to look at life. Like, that they are very successful people and they are here to actually help people as they are successful. That is the best way to look at life, to continue to be abundant. Your life will forever change. So it's always good first to put God first. More than anything else in this world, put God first. He is the man that will change your life forever. We have the Holy Spirit within us, you know. So you have to be patient. The process, though, I like to say the process because seeing the different steps, how stuff is making sense and not making sense, actually focusing on stuff that's going to help you grow, like reading books, studying that chapter, or taking a test, paying your bills. Like, we have to start paying our bills. If you already pay your bills, then investments like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate. People always say something about a loan, but as YouTube keeps paying me, the thing is, like, you don't always need a loan. You can get hard, like you can get hard, like hard cash is what I mean. Hard cash money. Meaning like you worked very hard for that cash. Me, I was getting hard cash in construction. Meaning I'm lifting heavy stuff. I'm putting stuff on my back. I have to move everything myself because nobody wants to help me for some reason. Like, this is hard cash. But then you also have, I would even consider it relaxed cash. Like, cash that you just get in your sleep. Like, you relaxing. Like, you do a little IT work, or you do some computer science, or you know, something like a laboratory or something. Like, that's chill. It's a lot of brain with that. A lot of brain. That is relaxed to me. I'm very book smart. I read a lot of books. Relaxed is sitting at home, being on a computer for a couple hours, making $1 million. Like, that is very relaxed. A life like that is forever abundant, in my opinion. Like, that's very relaxed. And I keep saying it because it is, because that's the transition for me. And I'm so excited because I'm not wasting my money and I'm paying all my bills on time. And my credit is getting better and better and better. And then the next house from here is going to be an island. So I'm very happy about the island being built. Or the house being built on the island. And then, like, overseas, I met people from Turkish, so they're very powerful people. It's very holy presence. I've been invited, so I'm going to keep going and learning, and maybe we'll do some missionary outreach work where I can donate backpacks and stuff like that. So that's the kind of, you know, commitment and, like, just set apartness that I believe is important for people to have. Like, it's no time to really waste with stuff that doesn't benefit you, your family, your future, your relationship with God. Like, if you say something out loud, it could have been how I was living before. Like, it could have. I'm not gonna say it though. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I did it. No, that's not smart. You have to be smart. Like, you have to understand that everything you're doing is being televised, believe it or not, if you think it or know it. How? Because there are cameras everywhere. And what does that mean? People go back, they check the cameras when people steal. You could be in the store the same day that camera's being checked, but you in there digging in your nose, or you in there slapping somebody, or you in there doing something crazy. And this is the type of stuff that people like to use against people. Like, my buddy was telling me, like, hold on, take this off. But my buddy, I definitely need to line myself up. But my buddy was telling me, like, hey, like, the thing is, like, he said, bro, like, you gotta be careful, bro. Like, you gotta be careful of and this might be a little off topic, but he said you gotta be careful about just people in general. He said the fact that you are so successful and the fact that, like, you know everything you're doing and you're not, like, slowing down at all. And you understand that people are, like, not treating you right. You still have to be smart. Like he said, no matter what, like, you still have to be smart. You still have to know what you're doing. You still have to know the law. I watch stuff like Cops. I mean, I listen to The Economist now because that's actually beneficial. Because it's talking about the world. It's not trying to, like, the news is good. I have done, like, I was looking to be hosted on the news for public speaking. My back hurts. This is what I'm talking about with the construction. Like, this is why I need to be in the bed. I'm out right now, like I said, because I'm at the library. But the public speaking event that's coming up for me was going to be on a news channel. But, you know, I sent them a couple emails. Probably what they're looking for is an actual website where people can learn about wealth. So that's probably what I'm gonna be developing now, and I'm going to get myself some food really quickly, most likely, actually, because I'm pretty hungry. My stomach is definitely growling. I've been doing Chick-fil-A for the last 3 or 4 days. They have been taking my $7, and it makes me want to buy a Chick-fil-A. I'm like, you know what? I might just buy. I've already been considering buying a McDonald's. But McDonald's is like one of those places that is very unhealthy. My mother told me to stop eating McDonald's, so ever since she told me to stop, I stopped. Because I love my mother. I listen to my mother. And if she tells me something, I do it. Same as my father. If he tells me something, I do it. Like, it's the same thing. Or if he doesn't say anything, I just respect for the fact that he's not saying nothing. Like, it's such a different way of living life where, like, you're so much your own person that, like, nothing will ever benefit you. Well, not, it's so different that, like, nothing will ever bother you is the word. You have no worry or care. It's such a relaxed life. It's so relaxed, like, everything comes to you easily. I mean, I just got gifted a free umbrella when I bought a phone today, bro. Some guy asked me if he could see my phone. I didn't even go in there because I forgot. But, like, just simple, though. Like, I bought these headphones today because I'm going to be jamming now, bro. I can jam again, which I'm happy about because now I don't have to worry about people. I can... I say that so freely, and then when I say that, people get so, what? But I'm so, like, set apart that it's getting dangerous out here for me. Actually, I believe that. I had a conversation with a guy the other day where I was trying to back up my car, and he blocked me. He blocked my car. He blocked me from backing up. And I got out the car once, and I was looking at him to try and figure out what, like, I didn't know why he was doing that. Then, what happened? Yeah, my hair, like, I might need to wash it, bro, honestly. It's pretty slick right now, but the lineup definitely gonna come with some time. I might even put my hood back on, bro. I need a lineup, bro. I cut my own hair, by the way, too. But back to my story, like, so I'm with the guy, it's crazy. I'm talking to the guy, right? And he with his wife, is what I meant to say. So he's with his wife in the car. And I'm sure she understood that I'm being civilized. Like, she that's why she was so chilling. And she was just shaking her head trying to figure out why he was getting so upset. Like, that two men are being so uncivilized. But this could have been what she was thinking. Or she could have understood that I was trying to have a conversation with him. Because I'm like, bro, asking him, like, why? He's like, why do you get out your car? Because I said, because I'm trying to figure out why you're so upset. And he goes, because I'm trying to move, but you act like you're trying to back up or something. Like, every time somebody does something stupid, I listen to what they say to see if it makes sense so I can react off of based off that. And like, every single response of a person being uncivilized never makes sense. Never. I promise it doesn't. Every time I have these encounters with people, because it happens often, because I'm just freely doing my thing, so sometimes I might not notice a person that wants to be noticed, or I see somebody and I look the other way, because it's okay to talk to people, but it comes a point in time where in certain places you just need to be quiet. So I'm starting to learn that. I'm like, bro, I want to talk to everybody. Like, I'm very friendly. I'm a very nice guy. You know, I want to talk to everybody. But I'm like, I don't need to talk to everybody. I don't need to always be in everybody's face. I don't need to always sit down and have a conversation with these people, because there's obviously something different about me than everybody else. Obviously. I don't just say that out of pride or cockiness. I say that because ENTRESVN is an intellectual property, which means it's exclusive, which means it's the only one of its kind, which means my kids will be able to have this at 22. Or whoever, family decides, to take the will of when I pass away. But I was like, that's me, and it's you too. I tell people it's you too. It just takes time to like get there, with God. Like, every time I reject God, my life crumbles. Everything goes downhill. It's so much imperfection. It's no growth. Like, I started losing so much. Like, I told you, my phone got lost. Like I'm not able to find stuff. It's just like, I stopped. I said I'm committed. Like, I'm pure. This is actually a purity ring. This right here. This is a purity ring. No, I'm not married. My last relationship, I could have been married, but I decided to not be mature about it, so it ended, And I still love my ex-girlfriend. But am I going to talk about my ex-girlfriend to my new girlfriend? No. Am I going to talk about my ex-girlfriend to my wife? No. I'm saying that I love my ex-girlfriend because I do, And I told her not too long ago. But that's how real things are. Like, no matter what happens, what you go through, who you come across, the relationship y'all had, like, it can either be mutual or you just respect each other and you go the other way. Like, I have learned that it's like, it's not about like always building with every single person. Sometimes you collide like this. You just collide. It could even be from generational things. Like, sometimes our spirit has things from generations before. So therefore, there are battles that our spirit is dealing with that are from the previous generations. And we have to figure out how to balance those and still understand other people. So sometimes it can clash, and that's when you start having an attitude with the person, or yelling at somebody, or cursing at somebody, or being disrespectful, or talking down. Like, it varies. It really varies. But like, we're not supposed to be like that. Like, we're not supposed to be so mad and upset at people. We're not. Like, I tell people, let's please be civilized. Like, there are some people that I'm not always civilized to, too. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm civilized to everybody. I am not the most civilized person all the time to all the people. But this is why, because certain times you get in an environment, I got a little bit loud, but sometimes the emotions go behind a saying or a quote, and that's why I might get a little louder. But certain times, right, when you get around like certain people, they try and jeopardize something that you have going forward. For whatever reason, there's always a stumbling block, and it could be with a person. And that stumbling block It's the challenge that God is putting in front of you for you to conquer so you can be on to your next blessing. Me, I didn't have a phone for a couple days. What happened? I still made an effort to go to church. I said, even though I don't know how to get to church, I'm at the mall. I'm asking people if they can search up the church name. I'm praying in the car, God, I need church. I need church. Help me find church. I need to go to church tonight. I end up at a Turkish church where they're praying and they're Muslim, okay? And that's very powerful because I just got love from Israel. So it's things like that. Like, you start actually putting it together and it starts making sense. And then your life, like, you just understand that you're in the spirit from this point forward. And when you're in the spirit, you see a lot of other stuff that you might not have thought you would have seen, or you start recognizing. I pray for angels. Sometimes my door just opens. A door gets like pushed greater than just me normally pushing the door a little bit. Like, sometimes people respect me so much that they don't even want to drive up. And for me, I see it like that way, but it could be like because of racism. It could be because I'm loud. It could be like, I don't know. I never really know. I stopped trying to figure out. Just, I understand that some people don't want to be close to me. Some people do. But for the people that want to be close to me, they're going to understand how much I love them. Like, to have the opportunity to actually embrace that emotion now freely has given me so much grace over my life, to know that, like, the feeling that I feel for another person, I mean, whether friend, family member, potentially spouse, it's free. So that means I give it, like, always, you know. And it's not always about money, because I've had female friends that I was getting to know, and like, we started talking about money and they started getting like out of line, bro. I have a couple of stories and I'll talk about them because people need to know how to avoid these situations. So I had a friend, right? And I'm not going to disclose her name because I don't know what she would try to do, but I'll just tell a story. So I met her at the college. I was at the college. I was advertising my brand. I was telling her, like, hey, like, I have my own store. Can you take a look at my store? Like, maybe buy something. She ended up buying a hat. So I'm like, all right, that's chill. She goes like, yeah, like, the date's taking a long time. This is like fast forwarding though. Let me go back. So this is story time. Like, all right, so if you made it this far, that's good. That means, like, you know, you're actually listening, you're learning something. That's the whole idea, is for you to actually learn from this. Take it, use it, tell somebody else about it so they can learn from it too. So we could just keep learning as a nation. This is a learning for you, so you can learn. Like, please apply this to your life. This is wisdom. But and put God first, and He'll give you wisdom as well. And read the Bible and pray. Yes, back to the story. So I'm there. We sit down. She starts telling me about her family. She tells me about her issues, how her boyfriend broke up with her. I tell her about my ex, how everything happened. Like, you know, it just wasn't good overall. And then we're like, oh yeah, we both had a bad situation, so we know what we need to fix. From there, she orders a hat. She tells me the business she has. I'm like, oh, okay, she chill. A couple of days go by. We go get breakfast a couple mornings together. We even end up staying in the car together, and like, I went to sleep and she was still up. So I'm like, oh, like, potential, you know? Like, this is potential. But then she started being racist, and I was like, oh, nah, she's black, and she's from South America, but she was being racist. I was like, bro, this is not good. So it's just like the threats of like, oh, you just like everybody else kind of words. What else? Because I'm not racist, so I pick up on it quick. Like, I know, I can sense it. Like, I was just in T-Mobile talking to a buddy of mine, white guy. He gave me a free umbrella. He gave me a free umbrella, okay? And then the phone, like, he cut me a deal on the phone. So that just goes to show, like, bro, we all people at the end of the day. And that's why we trying to teach people that we are all people. When we all put God first, our life will be abundant. When we give and serve freely, we have stuff in return. We get stuff in return. You get everything you want in return when you give freely. When you pay your tithes, when you pay your bills, and then you invest your money. Bro, there's abundance. Like, honestly, when you start living cheap. You know what I mean? Like, you actually get books that can help you learn and grow. Like, then your life is forever abundant. But, she started being racist, and then money got involved, and it's like, okay, y'all listen now, really listen, and tell your friend about this too, so it doesn't happen to them. This is for it to not happen to people, because too many people they get a lot of money, and they're very young, and I'm young too, so I'm learning, but I've had my fair share of, like, women. And what I mean by that is that I've dated and tried to get to know, and it didn't go anywhere, so we stopped talking to each other. This is what I mean, fair share of women. Because I love women. I respect women. I treat women with respect. If I disrespect the woman, it's because I believe that she's offending me or disrespecting me or talking down on me or just being immature, and it's not really, to me, the best decision that she could be making for herself. So I'll start, like, kind of getting a little, not even aggressive, I would say, like, a little, like, more stern, I would put it. But sometimes they take it as aggressive, but it's not even being aggressive. It's just to get you back into line. Because sometimes these women just need a man to get them in line, to actually call their name out loud. First, last, middle. Call it out loud. You know, say it. So they know you for real. Like, to wake them up so their eyes can get big, you know. But I mean, like, that type stuff, you know. Like, if, like, she call you her dad, then you should be doing dad principles, bro. You should be taking care of your woman, bro. She's calling you dad, bro. Come on now, bro. That means you have full control. Like, that's your woman, bro. We gotta wake up, bro. It's getting sad. I keep seeing, like, all these single sisters out here, bro. And, like, I don't want to start getting into race because, like, that gets really political, but I love sisters. I love my mother. I love black women. Black women, for me, are going to be at the highest pedestal. Those are the most beautiful queens in the world, okay? And the most classy woman in the world, the most professional woman in the world. These are black women are superheroes, bro. So, like, the problem is that I keep seeing is they just out here by themselves. Like, I'm like, there's beautiful black women out here by themselves. They meet a real brother, right? Me. And then what I keep coming to realize is that they're so not used to a real black man that, like, it's either scaring them, or they don't know how to handle a conversation, or they're just uncomfortable with the situation. Or we get close and then they start acting differently. I don't believe that it's me, honestly, because I am sitting here and talking to them the same way I'm having this podcast right now. The same way I'm having this podcast is the same way I have a conversation with people. Like, I'm very civilized. I will sit there and talk to you. I will literally listen to you. And if I don't agree with you, I will disagree with you. But if I agree, I'm going to agree. And that's how it is. I like what I like. I will forever like what I like. I would never try and change what I like for somebody else. Like, I will become a better person with somebody else. But I'm not going to change what I like for somebody else. That's not how my life works. Nobody controls me. I am an entrepreneur and I'm also a CEO. I am an agent too. I will be a real estate agent soon too. Real estate, life insurance agent, and entrepreneur. So like that's 3 pretty self-made careers. So for me, like I know what I'm doing, you know. I've been knowing what I'm doing for years now. And it's showing through my life, like what I do, like what I buy, like where I'm at. Like I'm not broadcasting everything, but if I had a conversation with you, you probably wouldn't believe half the stuff that I tell you, half the places I've been, half the people I've met. But that's fine though, because I stopped doing it for everybody else. And that's how it has to be for you too. Like you have to stop doing stuff to please other people because you'll never be happy. People are so unpleasable. Like I have been learning. I'm gonna get back to the story with the young lady, but I have been learning, and this is to listen and learn. Like this is listen and learn. I might even title it "Listen and Learn." God is speaking. Like, but it's simply because these are all laws and principles to help you move forward in life. That is what this is right here. You should pay attention and tell your friend about this because I'm helping you understand how to become a better person in this world. So therefore, as I'm gonna get back to the story with the young lady. So with the young lady, like that happens, you know, she's being racist, and I'm just telling her, like, I'm not your average black man. Like, I'm not the typical black man. Like, I'm responsible. I pay my bills. I even taught her how to invest money on Fidelity. Well, it was Charles Schwab. I sat there with her before we went to church, and I took her to church too. Like, I drove her to church from her college dorm. We went to Bible study together at 7:30 p.m. I'm clocking everything, bro. 7:30 p.m. I even got her Chick-fil-A, bro. Like, that's how real it is out here, bro. You can give a young lady everything that's normal, and she will still throw dirt on your name, bro. This is why we have to start, as men, like, we have to start moving differently, bro. Because, like, some women are so quick to end your reputation and try and put your name out there in the street as some weirdo or something when you literally get them everything they want. Like, it's getting to a point where for me, it's not even about money no more. It's about respect, principles, morals, purity, morality. Like, it's about that for me. Like, I'm like, the money coming in, bro. The money will never stop for me. I am setting myself up where I have so many streams of income that money will never stop for me. Never. My family will forever be good. Every generation after me with Hackney will be good forever. That is the empire that I build, that I am building as we speak. So you have to understand that I have money, but like, and it's the same for you. You have money. You have money. You watching this video. And this refers to, I'll get more on the side with the women versus the men too. Or not even versus. We can just say that this is what's going on, you know, in reality right now. Like in real life as we speak, as we wake up, we see what's going on. I want to give another shout out to G-Shock though before I go any further, man. Go buy your G-Shock. It's digital. You know what's happening in the world right now. Everything is going digital. So let's go ahead and get started, man. Don't buy Apple. It's a scam. I say that and I just bought an iPhone, but I had to for business. But I recommend that if you can get another phone for business, it be an Android. I highly recommend. Apple has great quality, but Android does too. I would have got Android, but I have people on my iCloud, business people that I needed on the iPhone that I had to include that will be calling me, and I will be calling them. So, but with that being said, like, when it comes to the relationship, even like going to visit her on the dorm, I mean, y'all see I be wearing ski mask, but that's just what I wear. I like wearing it because my head be cold. I'm bald headed. Y'all just seen that I'm bald. So yes, I wear a hat and I wear a ski mask to protect my head. My face be cold because I shave my facial hair. That's why I have a cut right here. I shave my facial hair. I wake up, look in the mirror, and I shave with shaving cream. I do that. The same way I cut my hair, mine. So we talking about real, like, how deep do we need to get? You know what I mean? But it's like, for you, like, as a man, like, there's different levels to, like, you know, trying to figure out what's going on with women right now. But the base level is like, how you doing? My name is, like, you know, how you doing? My name is Todd, or how you doing? My name is Jill. Like, I don't know guys' names nowadays, but I just know that the initial how you doing, the first impression, is something that people definitely, like, they remember. Let me move this a little bit more because I'm very chilling right now, because this is chilling, you know. This is definitely official chill, you know. So we are officially chilling. That is life now. It's officially chilling forever. Like, nothing, everything is peaceful. Like, for real, bro. I'm big chilling, bro. Like, big chilling. My time is my own. I'm chilling. But everything is still done with intention and purpose out of the will of God that He has called me to be a part of. Same for you. Make it very purposeful. And tell a friend about this, because they need this. This is real. This is true. I expect to see 100,000 views by the end of this month. I expect it, because you are deciding to tell your friend that this real reality is changing and going to change their life because of how authentic it is. More people need to hear about authenticity. You know, I am not for the flashiness. I wear t-shirts that have rips in them, jackets that have rips in them. My closet is very limited. I will have to buy suits because I'm getting ready to start doing conferences as an agent. And a part of being an agent, you know, you have to look to par to a certain extent. So I'm like, I got people that I'm gonna get suits from already. You know, that's in the process and working and stuff. But the point I'm making is that with the woman thing, yeah, like, it's hard to find good ones that have no issues and their mind is like actually in the right state, and they always normal full time. You know, not part-time normal, just full-time normal. But like, I'll tell people now, like, once you do find a woman that is just backing you through everything, like, when you're broke, when you have money, you're not broke no more, you have money, so take care of her, bro. Like, seriously. Like, me, I still took care of my ex-girlfriend, even though I was going through my mental stuff and nothing worked out because I was being, like, so angry all the time, which I'm not angry like that no more. But, like, recognize what the problem is and change it. You figure out the solution. Like, it's up to you as a man to figure out the solution. Like, why is this not working? I'm not understanding why I'm not able to sit here with the woman that I love and have a conversation with her. It's that simple, bro. Like, it's literally that simple. Like, I meet beautiful women. I talk to beautiful women. Sometimes I'm in awe a little bit. I'm like, man, she is very beautiful. But even with that, I'm still being myself. I'm like, not about to change just because she's beautiful, bro. Like, no, bro. No. Like, I've met people on basketball teams and colleges and models and you name it, bro. But I'm still authentically myself, and they respect me for that. And I respect them for their craft and what they do and where they're at in life. And when you get respect like that from people like that, and you respect people like that back, it does something for your confidence, because now you know that you can sit in a room and have a conversation with very powerful people as well. But this comes with time and maturity and understanding of like, why are you on this earth? The closer you get to the will that you are called to be a part of, the better your life will get, the more purpose you'll find, the more understanding. And we're not always talking about religion with this. We're also talking about our roots. We're talking about the people before us. Yes, the people. This is why I tell people when they say something about, my last name is a borough in London. And I've posted that on my Instagram, ENTRESVN, like showing people like my last name. So I have very royal blood in my DNA, of the white side of my family. But whatever they decide to do with the black woman, I'm sure it was a very king. Like he was probably a powerful hackney, and he's like, I love my woman, but there's something about that sister that I see, and she's very beautiful, and she can actually sit there and, or it went the other way, or he was just an aggressive, mean guy, and he was like, you know what, I don't care about people. I just gonna take this black woman, and I mean, it happens how it happens, bro, or a young lady. I've been talking to the men here a lot directly because we are the ones that need help with like these issues, because the masculinity thing is getting out of control. Like, you have to understand that you are a masculine man with testosterone, but that does not mean that you are here to be an idiot and rude to women and disrespectful to other men. No, that means you handle your business all the time because you are a man. And like, for women, like, I didn't even finish the story. Like, the money got involved. Oh, let me just go off the. So when money got involved, right? She says, I'm telling her that I'm eating this meal, but I'm eating it's a very cheap meal because I'm like, I like saving money, so I'll eat what's in the refrigerator. I'm eating when I eat, and she has compassion for me. She's like, I'm gonna take you grocery shopping. I ask her how much money, because because my family taught me one thing about money is that people will change no matter what. You have to deal with them. You have to figure out how to deal with them. So like, so I ask her, because my family taught me, like, you need to ask first before you go do something. You ask. They always preach, you ask. People are not used to that. Like, you ask somebody something, they're like, huh? Oh yeah. Or huh? What are you asking me for? It's so foreign to people that they don't have any manners. It's not, you're not there's crazy stuff I've heard. I'm not even gonna go down the list, but to have manners as a human being is actually ethical to do. That's an ethical thing to do. You should have manners. You should say thank you and you're welcome and goodbye and have a good day and hello, how are you doing? My name is, like, you should say that. That will get you very far. And like, some people have been telling me throughout the years, manners will get you far, and I have seen it. I get free stuff almost every day. I step out the house, like, somebody just offers me something for free. It's a need or not need. And sometimes I give them away, sometimes I keep them. But like, I mean, like, first is God. I will always go back to that. That will always be the going back part that I go to, because it fills the void of every, like, missing piece in your life is God. He fills the void. There's a void in your life. Your void is filled through God. Seriously. Money, so back to money. So we get the money, right? And she tells me, well, we don't get money together, but I get money. I don't know what she's doing, but so we're having a conversation, and she tells me, hey, you can have whatever you want. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting everything I need. At that point, you give me the green light. You're telling me it's okay. People have told me, like, oh, you need to be considerate of the spending, but I asked her how much money can I spend. She said it doesn't matter, because she always talk about money all the time. So we get in the store, we're shopping. Everything's chill. I'm telling her a story about this female in my church and how, like, I tried to talk to her, and she told me, like, because I called her sweetheart, that she's like uncomfortable. And I'm like, what? You're uncomfortable? It was my birthday. I was like, yo, I'm turning 22. Like, I'm going to call the girl that I like and, be nice to her. Call her sweetheart, say, I just wanted to hear your voice. I just wanted to call you. Normal. If you're a man and you like a woman, you're going to be nice to her. You don't be mean to her. I don't understand why. Like, I don't get to me, my grandfather and my grandmother have been married for 46 years. Throughout that 22 years that I've like been around them, they respect each other all the time. Like, they never make it a deal to be disrespectful. So if I was disrespectful to anybody in the past, please forgive me. Honestly, like, I honestly ask you for forgiveness of the disrespect that I've had towards you or your family. Like, honestly, like, that is not like me to be out here disrespecting people at all. Like, it just happens that way sometimes because I get upset because I'm a human, But for people, yeah, like the money thing. So I just title it. I said that 3 times. I should title this the money thing. I should really title it that for real. But I'm not. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Like, so in terms of money, right? We get in there, we're shopping, we're talking. I'm telling her the story, And I'm like, yeah, this is it with her. We're squashing it. Like, I'm not trying to talk to her no more, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but listen to me. Let me tell you what happened because I need to have that conversation with you. She goes, okay. She started listening. We're shopping. She's picking out the spices. I'm like, see, this is why I need a woman that's going to help me with this stuff, So everything's being complimented at this point, The void is being filled, I believe, of, just empty space. Things are coming together. We're talking. We're having a conversation. It's chill. It's relaxed. We get to the checkout, and that bill gets up to $89. And she's like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be $89. And I'm like, bro, here we go. The scene begins. Yo, so the lady at the cash register, she's like having a conversation with me. And she's trying to talk to her at the same time, but she's not like doing her job that fast. So I just look at her and I'm like, I start calling the female's name like over and over and over again to get the lady to realize like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm here with a beautiful queen and you're trying to have a conversation with me. Like, I do not do that. I told myself, no, that's not right. A woman that's with me will get jealous if I decide to talk to another female in front of her. She is going to get upset because of how fly I am and how disrespectful that is as a man. So it has happened to me before, and I understand that that's the reality of the situation. If a woman is with me, she's going to want me all to herself. No matter what she's doing on the side, she will want me all to herself for the level of realness that I provide for that woman. Like, I am real. I am authentic. I take care of you. I get you flowers. I take you out to eat. We do stuff together. Like, I make an effort to be very intentional about small things, Like, even if I don't get all the small things, at least you can say that he did get some small stuff. Or he did get something for me, or he did try. Sometimes we just had a lot of issues and it didn't work, Every woman can at least say that from the woman that I've been on dates on of that nature, that at least I tried, Or if the ones that say I didn't try, then I feel like they're hating at that point. Because to me, with every woman, even if I didn't understand them, I still made an effort to like help them, feed them, give them something, help, like, that kind of thing. And that might be the wrong approach because it hasn't really been working with me approaching it that way. So I guess it really just depends how everything's going to go, like, in the future when it comes to that. But I like having these conversations because it's just good to help people understand that you're not the only one going through some weird stuff with some woman. Like, It happens to all of us. It's just a matter of like, are you going to still be your authentic, genuine self, even though you know this female is tweaking right now? So we get to the line, the lady's still talking. She goes, "Oh, you can get Valentine's Day is coming up. You can get her something double that bill." I'm like, "What?" I saw her the value in something does not matter based off the price. She goes, she ain't say nothing. She just sitting there. And then the girls goes, or the female, she's like, "Oh, she's probably happy." I said, "Oh, that's good for her." And then like, I'm like, she's still talking. I was like, "Can we please leave now? Like, can we go home?" I got yelled at that point. I'm like, "Yo, why is she still?" And that could have been me being uncivilized, but I'm like, the disrespect that women and people have towards black people, black men in particular, is solely because we keep getting televised out here doing senseless stuff that makes no sense. We have to stop being senseless. And that is how the narrative will change for us black men. That is how it will. I mean, it's so foreign to find a real black man that can sit here and have a conversation with any person that they step into a room with, respectfully. And for the woman, because I am going to get there, and then I ended up giving her $100 bill for her nails, because I was like, yo, like, this money thing is getting out of control. Like, she started getting mad and yelling and all that in the car, and I'm just like, in this same car that I'm in now, she was sitting right next to me and started yelling in my car. And I don't really tolerate disrespect, so like, but I'm respectful, so I didn't want to kick her out of my car and make her walk. Then she was going to probably try and call the police on me, and I really don't have time for the police, like, at all, actually. That's going to stop so much good stuff I have going right now. But, for the woman, black queens, like, what's going on? I don't really know what to say in terms of y'all, but like, I just hope y'all find real black men where y'all can at least be friends with, like, first, and get to know. Cause I'm seeing, like, I even have like employees that work for me, women. But the thing is, like, my team for the most part is black. We're not really that diverse. There's one Mexican person that works for me, which I'm open to diversification, but I know certain people, they have to see like different credentials in order to work with you or work for you. But the point that I'm making, okay, is that for the woman, like, I'm not saying be more open to talking to a man, because I know certain women, their father has taught them, like, no, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, or you shouldn't. It's different for every woman, but like, at the same time, if a man can sit there and have a conversation with you, I believe you should at least give him the opportunity to be a friend, at least, or even a companion or something. Simple as that. Like, I keep saying don't be open, because it's like, that's such a broad word to use, and like, some people might interpret that the wrong way, but it's like, actually, like, understand that this is a man in front of you, meaning he is going through everything in life to keep everything strong for his last name. So that means he not always going to be on top of everything. He not always going to know what's going on. He not always going to like be that sharp, because he has to unwind and relax. And for you to be bothering him so much, you have to stop. Like, some people are pampered by their mothers. Like me, it's a little bit different. My mom, she let me do whatever I want, so she didn't really pamper me that much. Rest of my family, though, they got me do whatever I want. So my mom let me do whatever I want. My family buy me whatever I want. You have to imagine the silver spoonness that I've encountered as a child. even a newborn. I mean, out the womb, they're giving me dollar bills. So it's kind of like my life is completely different. I always go there by myself because I love myself. But you should love yourself too. You know, your life will definitely change. Put God first. Back to my story. Yeah, sisters, we like, you know, I've been going to colleges, and it's not to look for a date. It's to do public speaking so I can help people. But I do come across women, and we do have conversations, and some of them, like, have been running away from a conversation. My presence, I'm very holy, so my presence is, I'm there when I'm in a room. I'm not psyched out somewhere in this wonderland. If you consider that heaven, then yes, but like me, I'm there, so I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to see what's going on. I'm ready to engage in life. You know what I mean? So exactly why I'm becoming a life insurance agent. So my family be good forever. We gonna be so good that like good is our faces and last names in the dictionary. Like that's how good we gonna be. But you become an agent, real estate, life insurance. You find a company, you take the test. That is one of the best ways to make residual income, because when you sign contracts as an agent, you get checks of 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. Like the prices just keep going up, and then you have so much money. That's old money you just have. I have old money. You have old money. You have new money too. New money is cryptos and bitcoins that you hold. Old money is real estate, businesses, like buildings, all that commercial. That's old money. So I recommend to get both, because your life will forever be abundant. And then, like, when it comes to relationships and women and what the women are doing now, I mean, some women just love, I mean, other women love real men, so they will respect you. I do get respect for women as well. I don't be out here just shouting out loud, I hate women or I disrespect women. Like some people listen to that music. That's not good. I don't listen to music like that. I don't. I stopped. Because I was like, this is making me be aggressive to my girlfriend. Like, that's gone now. But, like, in the future, you know, I do believe I will have a family. But the level of peace and patience that as a father is completely different. I am talking to fathers now to try and learn how to understand children and understand their spouse. And they saying the same thing, like, don't try and change her, love her and grow with her. And the same for the woman. I mean, I don't really talk to women about marriage, but I'm sure it's the same thing. They want to see their man as the protector and the provider. Everything else will be taken care of, like the foods and all that. Like, especially make her a stay-at-home, bro. That's where it's at, man. Honestly, I would like to make my wife a stay-at-home, but if she wants to go get money, that's fine. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Like, I'll put her on the YouTube too, you know. And I don't even want a girlfriend, bro. I just like, I like having female friends that I could sit down and have a conversation with. Like, we can be in the same room, we just chilling, bro. Like, just chilling, kick back. You tell me about the crazy stories of your life, I'm listening. You just talking to me, you know. Even my female friends, I give them flowers. But some of them can't handle it. Like, they can't handle the niceness. Like, I'm too nice. Like, they can't handle it sometimes. And that's okay. Like, I don't get mad at them. Like, I understand now. And it makes sense. So now, like, I just kind of let it go. Like, it's fine. Because life is full of life. And you're living for something. There's a purpose and reason why you're here. And you can benefit from a lot of things in this life when you put God first. You will forever be abundant. And that was day 1 of the Official.Chillin podcast. tuning out, everybody. Stay blessed. Keep God first. Tell a friend about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. We at 70 plus right now. Let's get to 1K before the end of the month. Keep telling people about these videos, this positivity that I'm putting out to help people. Tell your friend, best friend, mother, God, or pray with God. But let's get this message out just to help people. You know, this podcast, Official.Chillin, is about helping people move forward, hearing the stories and things that I've been through, how it can help people, how they can stay motivated, the things that they should and should not do. From the comments that you comment, I will respond respectfully of everything that is said. I'm very honest. I take my time. And just, this is me, you know. At this point, y'all understand what I'm about. You know that I teach about money. You know I teach about God and his principles. So just keep telling friends about it. Keep telling friends about it. Keep telling friends about it. If there's an order that you placed and it hasn't got out yet, orders will be going out pretty soon. So that will be in the process. Y'all have to bear with me on that. I know that some people are probably talking trash right now because they haven't received their stuff, but bear with me. It's going to take some time. It's up in the development. I'm doing it all on my own as a CEO. So you have to imagine the responsibility that I have. But I'm not turning down and I'm not backing down from the responsibility. So let's be patient with me. And let's tell the people about this message that I'm spreading to help you become a better human being. And that's it for Official.Chillin podcast episode 1. Keep tuning in. Videos are going to keep getting posted. And this is the beginning of the podcast journey. The YouTube is growing. I love how y'all are showing love. 400 views on a lot of videos, 500 views on a lot of videos. It's been everything prosperous and prosperity. So I'm very thankful for the growth and the YouTube checks coming in, and y'all helping me become better as far as take care of my family and just like the respect that y'all give me, you know. Everything has been so transparent, and I'm grateful. Like, I'm thankful for my team, everybody that's sticking beside me and just helping me along this way get better with my videos and just the process of, you know, simplicity in life. And that's what I teach too, is just be simple. There's no reason to be mad. You gotta be at peace and be simple. Like, life is just simple. It's very simple. The more simple you are, the more better your life is. Like, the more you put God first, the more better your life is. The more you turn away from the generational curses, the more better your life is. Because as soon as you turn left, they're right there waiting for you. So you have to be careful with everything you do. But yeah, that's officially it. Tell a friend, comment. Let's get this to 1K. It's been 500, 400. Let's get this to 1K. Let's get to 1K subs by the end of the month. And everything be in prosperity. God bless to my beautiful people. Everybody have a good one, okay?